Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Akansha Parimu. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 11th of July. Indians pay tribute to 2006 Mumbai train blast victims. Son of slain anti-Taliban politician among 20 killed in Pakistan blast. And militants attack government building in eastern Afghanistan, at least 10 killed. Residents of India's western Mumbai city paid floral tributes to the victims of 2006 train blast on the 12th anniversary of the terror attack on Wednesday. More than 180 people were killed and hundreds injured in the serial blast.
Residents of India's financial capital Mumbai recalled the gory scenes of 2006 serial train blast as they paid tribute to the victims on Wednesday on the 12th anniversary of the militant strike. At Mahim Junction, one of the sites of the blast, politicians, commuters, police and railway officials paid tributes to the blast victims by placing floral wreaths at the memorial built inside the station. The survivors expressed that they hope the security is tightened to make sure something like this never happens again.
मुंबई में जो ट्रेन बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुए थे उसमें मुझे मेरा एक हाथ खोना पड़ा था और आज हर साल की तरह हम लोग आज 12वां श्रद्धांजलि का दिन है और हमेशा की तरह हम लोग विक्टिम्स और पीड़ित है यहाँ पे श्रद्धांजलि देने का कार्यक्रम में आ गए और मैं इतना ही चाहता हूँ कि जो हादसा हमारे साथ हुआ खुदा न करे किसी के साथ ऐसा सेम हादसा हो करके उसके लिए सरकार ने भी प्रयत्न करना चाहिए कि सुरक्षा बढ़ानी चाहिए.
7 blasts ripped through Mumbai's commuter trains in 11 minutes on July 11, 2006, throwing the city out of gear and into an absolute state of terror. At least 186 people were killed and hundreds injured in the blasts.
In news from Pakistan, death toll rose to at least 20 on Wednesday in a suicide bombing in Pakistan's Peshawar city on Tuesday. The incident took place during an anti-Taliban rally held by a political party, killing its poll candidate for the upcoming general elections in the country on July 25th.
A suicide bombing attack left at least 20 dead and several wounded in Peshawar city in northwestern Pakistan. The attack happened during an anti-Taliban rally held by the Awami National Party or ANP on Tuesday. Among others, the attack killed Haroon Bilor, the ANP candidate for the Provincial Assembly who was set to fight the elections on July 25th. The political party was the major target of Taliban attacks in 2013 and Haroon's father Bashir Bilor was also killed back then. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan claimed the responsibility for the Tuesday's attack.
कॉर्नर मीटिंग थी तो उसमें ये इंसिडेंट हुआ है जिसमें अभी तक की इत्तला के मुताबिक 12 लोग शहीद हुए हैं और 32-34 जख्मी हैं. मुश्किल लम्हा है.
Peshawar city falls on the edge of Afghanistan border and has long been home to Islamist militants. The Pakistani Taliban has been waging a war against the Pakistani state for over a decade, which has killed tens of thousands of people. The army announced on Tuesday it would deploy over 371,000 troops to ensure peaceful, fair and free elections in Pakistan on July 25th.
More on news from Pakistan. Pakistan's first Sikh police officer Gulab Singh has claimed that the government wants to forcefully evict the Sikh community from the country. Singh alleged he was humiliated and his turban, a part of his faith, was removed while being forcibly evicted from his house on Tuesday.
Pakistan's first Sikh police officer Gulab Singh has claimed that the government wants to forcefully evict the Sikh community from the country. Singh's claim came a day after when he was manhandled and forcefully evicted from his house in Lahore's Dera Chahal along with his family. In a video widely circulated on social media on Tuesday, Singh was seen crying foul over the behavior being meted out to him by the official of Evacuee Trust Property Board.
पूरी दुनिया के सामने है 1947 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਦੰਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੱਡੇ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਛੱਡੀਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ-ਬਾਰ ਛੱਡੀਏ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਘਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੀਲ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਪਟਕਾ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਕਪੜਾ ਫਾੜ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਪਟਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਬਣਿਆ.
Activists blame religious minorities in Pakistan continue to face violent attacks and the government has totally failed to tackle the issue of their persecution. Gulab Singh further underscored that everyone should be aware of the atrocities committed on the Sikh community in Pakistan and urged Sikh leaders in India to intervene.
In news from Afghanistan, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has reiterated support to Afghan peace and said the NATO will close its ongoing summit with a meeting on Afghanistan. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and CEO Abdullah Abdullah are also scheduled to attend the summit in Brussels.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, while reiterating support to Afghan peace on Tuesday, said NATO would close its key heads of state summit with a meeting on Afghanistan. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and Chief Executive Officer Abdullah Abdullah are also attending the two-day summit, where they hope to secure continued support from the alliance. The summit is of major importance for Afghanistan in terms of security, peace talks, and the financial support to the Afghan forces.
متحدان ناتو از لحاظ مالی و فرستادن نیرو به افغانستان تعهد خواهند کرد. 3000 آموزگار بیشتر به افغانستان میفرستیم و همچنان پس از سال 2020 حمایت مالی ایمان را ادامه خواهیم داد و نیز از ابتکار صلح افغانستان پشت.
نتایج این جلسه برای افغانستان میتونه به نهایت مهم باشد، به خاطر که ما در کنار که حمایت همکاران بین‌المللی خود در بخش تمویل و تجهیز نیروهای امنیتی و دفاعی داریم، اجماع سیاسی کشورها را در حمایت از پروسه صلح هم داریم.
Meanwhile, People's Peace Movement activists who are holding sit-in protests in Kabul have also called on NATO leaders to help Afghanistan to achieve peace and security.
More on news from Afghanistan. At least 10 people were killed after gunmen attacked the education department in Afghanistan's Nangarhar province on Wednesday. No militant group immediately claimed responsibility for the attack.
At least 10 people were killed and several wounded in an attack on a government building in Jalalabad city of Afghanistan, Nangarhar province on Wednesday. Armed men entered an office of the education department in the provincial capital at around 9:30 a.m. local time, setting off at least 2 big explosions and sparking an hours-long battle with the security forces. This is the third major attack in less than 2 weeks in Jalalabad following an explosion that killed a group of Afghan Sikhs on July 1st and a second that killed at least 12 people on Tuesday. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for Wednesday's attack, but both of the other attacks in the city this month were claimed by Islamic State.
Moving on to news from Nepal. Nepal on Tuesday inaugurated a library building constructed with aid from India. The Indian Embassy handed over the 3-storied building for the library of the Nepal Academy.
Nepalese Prime Minister K.B. Sharma Oli inaugurated a library built by the Indian government in the presence of Indian Ambassador Manjit Singh Puri on Tuesday. The Indian Embassy handed over the 3-storied building for the library of the Nepal Academy. The inaugural event was attended by representatives from Nepal's Urban Development, Culture, Civil Aviation and Tourism Ministries. With the assistance from the Indian government for the construction of the building, the Nepal Academy has further planned to develop the library as a digital library. Nepal, with India's assistance, has so far completed projects worth more than 480 million Nepali rupees in Kathmandu district, which includes schools, libraries, hospitals and other health facilities. Established in 1957, the Nepal Academy is a government of Nepal organization and a counterpart of Sahidia Academy of India. The Academy is a premier national institution devoted to the promotion of language, literature and culture.
A 2-year-old in India's northern Panchkula city has set a record by naming all the Indian provincial capitals in around 1 minute. The little kid also astonishes everyone around with her eidetic memory of Hindu religious hymns.
Surprising everyone around, 2-year-old Amira Gulati from India's northern Panchkula city established a record by reciting all the capitals of Indian province in just 1 minute. The 2-year-old with her eidetic memory bagged a certificate and a medal for youngest to recite India provinces in 1 minute by World Records India, an Ahmedabad-based organization.
Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur, इसकी वीडियो बना के भेजी गई अहमदाबाद। वहाँ पे इसको फिर उन्होंने अपनी प्रॉपर टेस्टिंग के बाद उसको ये खिताब दिया। उनको भी एक बार यकीन नहीं हुआ कि ये बच्चा 2 इयर्स का ही है। उन्होंने हमसे इसका आधार कार्ड, बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट भी मंगवाया। उन्होंने देख के अपनी प्रॉपर टेस्टिंग के बाद इसको द यंगेस्ट चाइल्ड, जो कि इंडिया स्टेट्स की कैपिटल 1 मिनट में बता देती है, उसका खिताब दिया।
जी सबसे पहले तो गॉड गिफ्टेड ही है। एक फूल जैसी बच्ची हमारे घर है। स्टार्टिंग से ही इसकी मेमोरी शार्प है, सब कुछ बताती है। तो हम आगे इसका फ्यूचर देख रहे हैं कि इसको और जैसे शार्प माइंड है तो उसको कुछ और ग्रूम किया जाए। तो बच्चे को जैसे लर्निंग अच्छी है, इसकी कैपेसिटी अच्छी है लर्निंग की, तो जो क्वालिटी है उसको और ग्रूम किया जाए।
The 2-year-old has bagged many prizes in competition held in different events in the city and around. She can also sing complicated Hindu religious hymns as well, and to the astonishment of visitors, she does it all while playing with her toys.
Fishermen in India's southern coastal town of Rameshwaram created a replica of a shrine to celebrate the St. Anthony's Church festival. Every year, thousands of devotees visit the original shrine on an island, but many expressed they were content with the replica.
Devotees celebrated the St. Anthony's Church festival with fervour in India's southern coastal town of Rameshwaram recently. The participants, majority of whom were fishermen, replicated the original shrine on the Kachatevu island. Every year, thousands of devotees from Rameshwaram visit the ancient St. Anthony's Church on the Kachatevu Islands built by a Catholic from India's Tamil Nadu province. The devotees built a replica shrine after multiple fishermen arrested by Sri Lankan Navy on poaching charges.
கச்சதீவு கோயில் அந்தோனியாருடைய நினைவை ராமேஸ்வரத்தில் நாங்கள் புதிய ஆலயம் கட்டி அதாவது அந்தோனியாருடைய திருவிழாவை நாங்கள் தொடர்ச்சியாக வருஷம் நாங்கள் கொண்டாடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். இது படகுல அந்தோனியாருடைய திருவுருவத்தை ஏற்றி படகு பணி போயிட்டு வந்துருவோம்.
Earlier, devotees used to travel to the original shrine. Many still continue to do that, whereas others are content with a replica. Ceded to Sri Lanka by former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1974, the uninhabited island of Kachatevu remains a disputed territory between fishermen of the two neighbouring countries.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Indians pay tribute to 2006 Mumbai train blast victims. Son of slain anti-Taliban politician among 20 killed in Pakistan blast. And militants attack government building in eastern Afghanistan, at least 10 killed. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.